feel it? I mean, it is unbelievable. I mean, you got Spamberger kind of poking around the inside of the track, hoping to sputter home, and here comes Yesli on the outside. Boom! It's amazing. I mean, you know, and you can see that all they know to do now is just try to scrape paint. That's all they got, right? All they know how to do, because they are wrong on every single issue. Every single issue. And, you know, last year they stood up and they say no Republican can win statewide in the Commonwealth of Virginia. And they forgot to do one thing: ask the voters. And the voters are getting ready to stand up again and said, we have had enough. Enough of Abigail Spanberger. Enough of Joe Biden. And listen, I want to stop for a minute and listen, Speaker Pelosi's husband, they had a break-in last night in their house, and he was assaulted. There's no room for violence anywhere, but we're going to send her back to be with him in California. That's what we're going to go do. That's what we're going to go do. And you can see it happening everywhere. This red wave that found its headwaters right here in the Commonwealth of Virginia, as we swept through last year, is lifting up and all across the Commonwealth, all across the country. And I can't wait to see Yesli Vega surf into the Capitol and hand Nancy that plane ticket back to California. You got it. See, friends, this is all about the clarity that it's about freedom. It's about patriotism. And what we see right now is that between Nancy Pelosi and Joe Biden and Abigail Spanberger, they are like agents of chaos. Everything they touch gets worse. Everything. By the way, you think inflation's bad? Wait till they spend more, they pass more spending bills and watch it go up even further, and then have a garden party to celebrate it. That's what they do. They've dismantled our energy industry. They have made us weak overseas. We have a wide open border, and folks, every state is a border state today. Every single one. 74% of the overdoses in Virginia today are from fentanyl, and we know exactly where that's coming from. It's coming over the border. Friends, this is a moment. It's just like it was last year, where all of a sudden we recognize one truth, because they also want to make sure that bureaucrats and politicians are inserted between parents and their kids, and we are not going to let that happen. We are not. That's your choice. You got Abigail Spanberger on one side, who votes 100% of the time, 100% of the time in this Congress, with Nancy Pelosi putting forth these reckless policies. Or you have Yesli Vega. And let me tell you, I vote for Yesli Vega. That's who I vote for. She's a law enforcement hero. She's married to a vet. She understands what it means to serve, because both of them has served. She's a mother. She's a great public servant in Prince William County. She knows how to work for the people. And last year, she led our coalition that won the Hispanic vote in Virginia. And so she's going to also be a record breaker, because she will be the first Latina Virginian to be elected into Congress. And we are so excited about that. Woo, woo, woo. Hey, this is where we are. It's all about the fact that freedom and liberty are on the ballot. And we know a little bit about freedom and liberty here in the Commonwealth of Virginia, I dare say. I dare say the most important words written in this hemisphere were written by a Virginian. You all know, and we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, and they're endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, and among them are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Friends, these are not rights that are granted by a king or handed down by elites in Washington or in Richmond. These are rights that are granted to us by an almighty God. And it's time for us to come together and make sure we stand strong to defend and protect them. Because this is about you making decisions for your children. This is about you keeping more of your hard-earned dollars in your pocket. This is about law enforcement being supported. This is about an America that should and will be that shining city on the hill. But we got to go do the work. One of the things we proved last year is we know how to win elections. And it's time to go win. We had 5,000 volunteers last year at the polling booths. 5,000. poll observers, election officials, people handing out sample ballots. We got to go do the work. We got an 11-day sprint. Shoes tied up, seatbelt on, let's go. Let's get this done. What that means is you got to call 10 friends. It's time for 10 for Yesli. That's what it is. You got to call 10 friends. Not 10 that are here, 10 other people. 10 people are going to vote the right way too, by the way. And you got to get them out to vote. And by the way, it's real systematic. You write their name down, Billy, Ann, Mary, write them all down. Then you call them and say, have you voted yet? And they say, no, not yet. And say, well, get out and vote tomorrow. And if they call them the next night and say, did you vote today? They say, no, go pick them up in your car and get them to the booth. This is what it takes. I want to see bumper stickers on every car, hats on every head. I want to see signs in every yard. You might as well get a red vest, just like Yesli's right here. We are going to win this thing. And the key reason is, one, we need Yesli Vega representing the 7th in Congress. Because the reality is, elections have consequences. And we've seen this as Virginians. We have seen this. I mean, folks, single party rule was just atrocious for the Commonwealth. And for Virginia, those elections had consequences that were dire. And right now, we need to make sure that Yesli Vega is part of that majority that sweeps into Congress and gets this nation pointed in the right direction, because the winning team is the winning team. We're the ones that then get to chair committees. We're the ones that then get to make appointments. We're the ones that get to issue model policies. We are the ones that get to make the decisions, because the winning team is the winning team. Friends, this is why they matter so much. And the great thing is, it's not about Republicans versus Democrats anymore. This is about the spirit of Virginia coming alive across the Commonwealth and across the country. This is about shared values of Virginians and Americans standing up and saying, we won't take it anymore. Enough is enough. Enough is enough, because we are the party of strong families and safe communities. We are the party of low taxes and low regulations and strong small business. We are the party of American-made products. That's the party we are. We're the party that knows that there's peace through strength, not weakness through weakness. We are the party that understands that liberty and freedom at the heart of this nation to create unlimited opportunities that lift up everybody. We are the party that understands that we have to teach our children how to think, not what to think. We are the party that knows that parents matter. This is where we are. So it's time to do the work. How many people have voted already? All right. The rest of you, get going. And everybody, go get 10 friends, because it is time to get this done. It is time to take back our Congress. And November the 8th is going to be a day we look back and say, we did this again, because we have learned how to win elections in Virginia. We have learned how to stand together. We have learned to celebrate the spirit of Virginia, which flows through this Commonwealth such to a degree you can feel it every day. Virginia is open. It's time to get America moving. Friends, it's more than just an election. It's a moment to come together around these shared values where we know that we believe in God and country and family. We know that we will be that shining city on the hill, but we have to make it. It won't happen without us. And so let's get the work done. Let's elect Yesli Vega as the next Congresswoman from the 7th Congressional District. Let's get going now. Do the work. God bless you. God bless Virginia. And God bless the Commonwealth of Virginia. Here we go.